Welcome to Unbothered Millennials. In this episode, we're gonna talk about online dating because that's how we met.
Yeah, we are the prime example of online dating.
Of a successful online dating relationship.
Yeah. What were your preconceptions of online dating?
Well, first of all, it never works out. I think I've heard that most of the times. So that was like the biggest one I had. And that is just for people to have fun, if you know what I mean.
Hookups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how one of the main biggest apps works.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Let's be honest. What about you? What are some misconceptions?
Yeah, I think
you have?
my preconception was the same.
Mm.
That it's all about hookup. There's no love or companionship in online dating.
Yeah.
And we see it around, we see it with other people, and I think personally we have also experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of quite obvious now that it's okay. Just find someone you can sleep with and move on.
Yeah. I mean, on the app that we were on, you could put what you were looking for, serious relationship, hookup, whatever. So that was an extra. Okay, this bitch is looking for something quick, so
that
let's
one
skip
for
it.
me, right? Yeah.
That was kind of a plus, but still.
But again, people pick that and then they turn out to be something else. So again, even if you pick, oh no, I'm looking for a serious commitment, long-term relationship, but really?
Yeah.
You know?
You never know,
Yeah.
especially online.
Yeah.
Did you meet someone from a dating app before me?
I met few people, yeah.
Yeah?
And there was a person that we dated for short-term couple of months. Yeah, I met in Canada a few people. And I ended up dating one of them. And then they taught me a great lesson that be careful who you are dating, especially when it comes to online.
So I'm guessing it didn't end good.
No.
I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah, it was a disaster, honestly. So, yeah, what about you?
I only met one dude when I
Yeah?
was in Florida, before you, obviously. And my brother was so, not concerned, but, worried, probably. I don't know. I don't know the word that he was.
He's probably concerned.
Protective, kind of. Yeah, concerned. Well, yeah, let's say he was concerned.
That happens where, in Mexico or US?
No, in the US, in Florida.
Oh.
And it was when... No, I think it was pre-COVID. Yeah, it was obviously pre-COVID. But yeah, he was very concerned and for a good reason, because you don't know who you meet, right?
Yeah.
You never know if it's a real person or whatever. So he told me no, let's tell him to meet you in this place and I'll go drop you off and
I'll keep an eye on you.
take my phone. So if you need anything, call me or call my mom or whatever. He was
Yeah.
I was yeah, makes sense. And even I was kind of not sure if I should meet this person, because obviously through my mind there was a lot of anxiety and stuff like that,
Doubts,
doubts, what if this is a racist person and I'm Mexican, I don't know, there was a lot of...
Yeah. So how long it took you from speaking over phone to meeting in person?
It was just a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was there for a summer. 2 months or something like that, I don't remember. And yeah, even he was oh, let's meet up, and instantly I was I tried to
So it wasn't really a good experience. You
no,
can call
it was a good experience meeting him. He's one of the good experiences I had online dating, apart from you, obviously. But that's it. It was just dating during... Well, it wasn't even dating. It was just meeting someone.
Trying to get to know each other, meeting in person, see where it goes.
But it was I know it wasn't gonna lead to anything else because he was there and I was gonna go back to Mexico, right? So
it was a normal experience, nothing good or bad.
Yeah,
You can call it neutral.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
I mean...
do you have any... Well, you already said there was a bad experience.
I would call it a bad experience because that's I would say the first person I met online. And again, I won't call it a bad experience because I was lonely, I was naive, and when it's hard to socialize or meet people in person, you go online dating and then you trust someone, and then they stab on your back because that person was also older than me. And
so she took advantage.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So it was more of playing games from her side, and I was trying to be the true lover, the best man on the planet, and then
for the wrong person.
Yeah, so it was a good learning experience.
I mean,
let's put it that way.
No, you kind of learn like from every experience you have, especially like dating.
Yeah, absolutely, because I was 24 or 25 back then, so wasn't that matured and doing stupid things. So it's a good learning experience.
And like while on the app, did you go only on that app or did you had other apps?
I tried all the apps.
Oh my god.
I was everywhere.
Okay.
I was trying to find my chance wherever I can.
Yeah.
Some of them worked, some of them did not. But the best one that worked.
Playing the field on every app.
You got it. Yeah, I was trying to hit 4s and 6s everywhere, but then I was like, no, this is not what I want with my life. I want a person that I see, long-term commitment or long-term relationship.
So you came through like a lot of like chicks that just wanted something casual.
Yeah. And I realized at one point, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
So it was mostly fake and playing games. I was not up for that.
Yeah. I came through a lot of weird dudes, actually. A lot of weird dudes. And like there was one dude, I think I already told you this, but let's share the experience with everyone. There was one dude that like, I think he was from Turkey.
Wow.
And he was so controlling. Like, I told him like, oh, I'm going out with friends. And he's like, why?
Why not?
I was like, bitch, okay?
Who are you?
Like, oh no, but why? And then like sometimes he texted me in the morning, like the next day or something. I'm like, oh, why were you out so late? Like stuff like that. I was like, bitch, bye. Like I immediately blocked him. I was like, goodbye. Like
imagine meeting that person like in person. How it's gonna go. You haven't even met them, and that's how they're talking.
Exactly.
And it's understandable. It might be from the safety reason they want to be more on the careful side. That okay, how's it going? Are you safe? What you're doing?
No, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
He was trying to like, no, you should stay at home and do this and do that. I was like, excuse me.
Where was he from?
Turkey.
Okay, so that kind of makes sense.
Exactly. I was like, okay, no more Turkish people.
Yeah. Again, nothing against Turkish people.
Yeah, I mean, let's not generalize. There's a lot of good people out there.
And there are similar Indians
too. But
too.
I got a bad experience with Turkey.
Yeah. There are similar Indians, probably there are similar Mexicans too.
Yeah.
So
oh, yes. Of
there
course.
are similar examples everywhere.
Yeah. And then, have you ever been catfished? Or did you ever? No. I was. Not while being on a dating app, but I don't know where I met this dude. And then I was like, this picture looks like not real.
So many filters.
And it was like the time where Catfish, the show on MTV, was like super popular.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me do my research, FBI. So I dragged the picture to Google Images. And it showed like a vlogger. It was a vlogger, like a YouTuber. I was like, bitch, at least if you're gonna catfish someone, use like a picture that no one knows or that isn't that famous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially on the women's side, they use a lot of filters. I know a lot of guys, they were like, oh, in pictures she's looking fantastic. And I met her in person and what the hell?
My brother went through something like that recently. Remember I told you, right?
Yeah. Poor Carlos. So, I mean, again, just you're not portraying who you are.
Yeah.
So how do you think that a relationship would proceed, right?
Yeah, because eventually you're gonna have to meet this person in person.
Exactly. And it comes down to more about the character if you're thinking of a relationship. So if you're starting on a false note or on a fake image, then it's already a disaster on step 1, right?
Yeah.
So don't do it. Just be yourself.
Be yourself, but don't be stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how safe was it for you?
It was pretty safe because I set certain boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
and it was more about communicating to a person
Mm-hmm.
more often, so you can make a decision to meet them in person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So how long did it take you to meet someone? Like in person?
Couple of weeks,
Okay.
a month,
Mhm.
yeah. So it took almost a month to meet them in person, and then yeah, we made a decision to meet in person because the pictures and everything we were talking and
Mhm.
calling everything, so it was pretty genuine.
Yeah.
So there was no like big safety issue on my end.
Mm-hmm.
How about your side?
Well, I mean, for me it was also safe because I told you like I never saw anyone else except for that one dude, and my brother made me feel safe.
Hmm.
So, like, also you never know who you're talking to, so
Yeah.
you have to make sure. Okay, send me a picture. Even my brother asked me like, okay, send me a picture of this dude, so I know like if something happens, who to look for.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because I think it's kind of harder for women, especially for women, to go on dating apps now. I mean, not to go on dating apps, but to meet someone from a dating app.
And who's genuine person or not?
Mm-hmm.
Because with kidnappings and all
Exactly.
that, it's a big safety concern right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna come to that. On top of that, if it's safe or not, don't transfer any money, because
yeah.
many people have been robbed.
Yeah.
Right. There were so many examples in Canada and everywhere else in the world. There was this 60 years old lady somewhere in Vancouver. She was talking to a dude somewhere in Middle East, and he asked for money to pay for his ticket. So she bought him a ticket and then sent him like $5,000, $10,000, and then he never showed up.
I mean,
Right? Things like that.
yeah, that's what, like, coming back to the point, like, be yourself, but don't be stupid.
Exactly. And another thing is, don't send cozy pictures.
Cozy? What do you mean?
Like,
Oh.
because people would use that against you,
Yeah.
and then they will blackmail you.
Yeah, or take them, but don't show your face, chica. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Because let's say if they have your video or your picture and you're completely naked, and hallelujah, you're exposed, right?
Yeah.
Things like that. So, from safety standpoint,
Yeah.
those are the things people should keep in mind. Yeah. And I think eventually it comes down to the advice for the people who are looking for something like that.
Yeah.
What would be your first advice?
Well, as I said repeatedly on this episode, be yourself, but don't be stupid. And if you're gonna meet someone from a dating app or from an online dating website or whatever, like Rohan, it took you a month, let's say, to
Roughly.
meet someone.
Yeah.
So first get to know them, like on chat or phone or whatever, but make sure that it's them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know,
Don't be desperate. Don't rush.
Yeah.
Try to get to know them. Communicate often. So at least you can come to a decision that okay, this person is genuine,
Yeah.
and I feel safe to go and
Yeah.
meet them.
Yeah, because also if you take longer to meet them, they'll either be interested or they'll either be like, oh, this girl is taking too long or this dude is taking too long, like, goodbye, next.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And meet them in a public place.
Yeah.
So you're surrounded with other people and they won't do anything like weird or
Yeah.
crazy or attack you or something.
Avoid any secluded area where there are not many people.
Yeah.
And again, you want to feel safe too. Again, it comes down to how that person is going to be. You can be best on phone, chatting, calling, sending pictures.
Yeah.
Like obviously you want to be the best version of you. But once you meet them and then you figure out, okay, what are their intentions and their behavior, so that would give you more clarity, I guess, right? And yeah, I mean, from my side, I think nobody wants to be alone. So give it a shot. Try
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, if you can find someone like in your daily life or I don't know, just why not?
Because for some people it's hard to socialize, and if it's really struggling for you to meet someone in person, then you have the internet,
Yeah.
who can be your guide for your true love, right? And Be respectful, don't be desperate. As you mentioned, take your time, don't rush.
Yeah.
Try to get to know them, communicate as much as you can so you have some sort of idea about that person, right? And I think the last one would be just don't give up.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing and have patience. Because, for example, for us, how long it took us.
Yeah. We met 2018. We started talking on that app 2018.
2018 around May, I think.
Yeah. End of May, something like that. Now it's 2023. We got married last year. So imagine, people. Imagine.
Yeah. So it takes time because people give up and they're like, no, it's not working out for me. I mean, it's not going to work out in a week or a month or even 6 months.
Yeah, it's not instant. Like, you have to create, like...
Yeah. You have to meet, like, 10 bad people. Not necessarily you have to meet bad people, but you have to meet, like, quite a good amount of people to figure out which one is good for you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you have nothing to lose anyways.
And you learn from every experience.
Yeah.
So why not?
And if you're being lonely, you have nothing to lose even if you give it a shot. If it works or not, doesn't matter. You know?
At least you can say you tried.
Exactly. So for all the people who wants to be in online dating, trying to find people, it's possible. Like, we are the prime example, I think, for that. But again, don't lose hope and just keep trying. And if someone is out there for you, it would take click to find them and get along with them.
Yeah, and also just have fun. Like, just have fun. I don't know what I was gonna say.
I would say, don't have too much expectations.
Yeah.
That no, I have to find a person like in 6 months and I need to get married and this, like, it's never gonna work because there's no, I would say, a timeline that would prove, okay, you will meet this person at this time and it's gonna take 6 months to test the compatibility and then another month or 6 months to get married and so on. So just stay away from those, I would say, timelines or expectations. Keep it casual and be respectful and take your time.
Yeah.
Because eventually it's a big decision if it's gradually changing into marriage. So don't rush, because if you rush, then you know what's going to happen. That's it from my side.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Like, just have fun, enjoy, and don't go on a dating app thinking like, I'm gonna find my husband here or my wife here.
Yeah.
Just like, let the universe, God, or whatever you believe in do its thing.
Correct. Because I think your first impression about me was, he's not for me. Right?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, another Indian. Because nothing personal against Indian people. But in that app specifically, there was a lot of weird Indian dudes. And by weird, I mean...
Very horny?
Very horny.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my God. Okay, I mean, he looks good.
You never know. Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. And then it matched immediately.
Yeah.
And
you gave it a shot and now you're my wife.
Here we are, baby. Alright, so that's it from our side. We hope you guys enjoyed listening or watching us, wherever you're doing that. And have a good day, night, year, month, week. We'll see you next Friday. And what else?
That's it. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, go on our YouTube channel, Rohan and Pamela, and let us know what you guys think.
Subscribe so you don't miss anything.
Yep. Like, subscribe, share with your family and friends, and that's it.
That's it.
Be engaged and be a part of this journey. Peace.